Is it possible to be a homemaker on one income, especially now when it feels like everything's crashing, prices are rising, and there's just no way to make ends meet? Feels like you're living paycheck to paycheck. How in the world can I stay home with my family and raise my children and make our food? How is that even possible? Stick around and I am going to explain to you how my family lives on one income. We don't make a lot, but we budget and we try to live as frugal as possible. We do splurge every now and then, and I know that's not possible for some, but there was a time when that wasn't even possible for us, especially early in our marriage and early in our parenting. We've been married for 10 years now, so we definitely do not have it figured out, but we have some experience, and I am excited to share what I have with you. But first, I wanted to highlight this amazing juicer. This great company reached out to me and gifted me this juicer, and I am thrilled. We love juice, but that is one thing that we've had to cut back on because the natural organic juices that are not full of sugar are just super expensive and we can afford that. And I have juiced items before and it is doable. It's just kind of a pain and you can't get as much of the juice out of it. And so if you are able to, I would recommend purchasing something like this. It's going to save you money in the long run. I would only be able to purchase about 8 to 9 cold press organic bottles of orange juice. Before, I was spending more. Not only is it easy to use, but it's also super easy to clean. I just love it so much. We're also saving so much money on these little juice shots. I could not find any for less than $10 for a pack of 4 in the store, and so this was able to fill up all the juice shots, and I still had some left over to drink for the day. So definitely a win, definitely so good. I forgot how good fresh squeezed juice was, but it's something that we are incorporating every day into our routine now, and just one other way on how we save money. Like I said, I am going to link it below if you also want to have your own fresh squeezed cold press juice. Now we are a family of 6. We have 3 boys and 1 little girl, and every day they're eating more, and every day our grocery bill is rising. So some ways that I like to cut back on the grocery bill and cut back on just our expenses in general is creating and baking and cooking our food from scratch. Now, if you've been here from the beginning, my goal has been to cook 98%, actually it might have been 96% of our food from scratch. I'm not quite there yet, but praise the Lord, we are only halfway through the year. As you can see, I am making some macaroni and cheese. I accidentally spilled too much of the cumin in there, so I'm just scooping some of that out now, but it still tasted good. So I don't buy prepackaged cheese. I shred our own cheese, and I don't buy prepackaged macaroni and cheese or Velveeta or any of that. That is just, it's not good for you, first of all. Second of all, it just is too expensive. It's so easy to make your own cheese sauce. You need a little bit of butter, some milk, a little bit of cornstarch or flour, and then your shredded cheese and spices, and that's it. So I found some cheese in our fridge, some milk, and some chicken way back in the freezer, and that is what I'm making for today's lunch. Now, cooking from scratch, cooking on a budget has not always come easy, especially because we have some gluten sensitivity in our family, and we like to eat natural, low-processed organic foods. In the beginning, I thought it was going to be easy just to buy prepackaged food that was gluten-free, and we were able to do that for a while with one kid. But once we started having more children and once the economy started getting worse, there's no way we can afford that. So I like to make our own bread and make everything. We buy in bulk, so we buy our bulk rice, our bulk cheese. We ended up getting a Costco membership, not the basic, but the second. And it was $160, but we spend so much now at Costco that we get that money back. So with the second, I will link what it actually is called, but with this second membership option, you are able to get cash back. And then at the end of the year, they'll give you a check. And because our family is so large and because we do 99% of our shopping at Costco, we are able to even make a little bit of money back. This year, we got $180 back, and so it pays the $160 for our membership, and then we get, $20 back in cash that we can use towards our grocery bill or whatever we need. So if you have the means to do that, definitely do that, because it's gonna save you money and you're able to buy healthy foods cheaper because you're buying in bulk. Another thing that has came over time is I don't make a list of recipes that I'm planning for the week. I will buy vegetables, some meat, some spices, and maybe a few sauces or something. So therefore, things don't go to waste as quickly as if I was to just go out and make a list and buy all of the ingredients for this meal and then another set of ingredients for that meal. I can just go to my freezer or my fridge and just find, okay, I have this ingredient and this ingredient. Let me Google what I can make with this, and that's what we're gonna have today. And that has saved us a lot of money, and it helps us so much not to waste the food, because there's sometimes things come up and we're just not able to make the meal and then things go bad. And so this way, whatever's in our fridge or freezer is what we're going to eat, and we just work our recipe into that. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyways. If you feel like God is tugging on your heart to stay home with your children, but you don't know how, I still consider to do it and pray about it, because God will always provide a way. There are countless stories of how we have been like, I have no idea how we are going to pay this bill. I have no idea how we're going to finish out the rest of the month with food. But God has always provided in crazy ways we couldn't even explain or even think of. And so I just really encourage you, if you feel that strong sense to stay home with your kids, but you're just unsure how, pray about it, talk about it with your husband, and just have peace and comfort that God is going to provide. If that's what He wants you to do, if He wants you to be home with your kids, He is going to provide a way for that to happen for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Destiny. If you're returning, hi friend, I'm so glad you're here. If this is something you're interested in, comment below what your favorite part was and comment any tips you guys have to save money too, because I'm all about learning. If this is something that interests you, I will continue sharing ways we save money so I can be home with my kiddos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.